Hey friends, how's everybody doing today? So in this video, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about real life and what it really means to get started on your journey. And I want to give you some tips on how you can actually sustain it because I talk to a lot of women who tell me their biggest struggles, who tell me they're struggling with their anxiety, it's keeping them up at night, or that they're completely just lost and don't know where to start. But we all have that one thing that's always holding us back. It's either time, it's either money, or it's our one of our excuses or our lack of belief in ourselves. And I find that the lack of belief is always the number one thing that holds people back because they're fearful. They're fearful of starting and quitting. And I can totally relate with that because I'm somebody who was on the yo-yo train. You know, that infamous diet just circle where you're just always feeling like you're on a hamster wheel. Well, it's the same thing with your diet. It's one of those things where you start depleting yourself and then you start saying, okay, I'm doing this. And then you give it 2 weeks and you're like, I don't see any results yet. Why is nothing changing? And then you start to feel defeated and you stop. Okay, that's one of the things that happens. Or another scenario, you're still on the hamster wheel, you're depleting yourself, you are totally dieting, and you are missing your yummy, healthy food. And one day you just totally cave in and you lose your self control, and you're like, F this, I tried, right? I can't do this. And then your negative voice starts to creep in, and you're like, oh well, it's okay. A little here and there won't hurt me. Okay? Do you know what I'm talking about? Or that next new fad diet starts and your friend lost 50 pounds, or your girlfriend over there is just looking really, really good, and you're like, what are you doing? I want to try. And then you try it and you give up a weekend. Okay, so I want to tell you, one, you're not alone. Two, I can totally relate with you. But I want you to look at this as a sense of health and wellness, not so much, yes, you want to lose 10, 20 pounds, or you want to live a healthier lifestyle. I want to give you a few tips that can help you. And I know they can help you because they've helped me. And one, it starts with learning that it's not going to be perfect, okay? You are human, right? Two, if you're a busy mom or you're career driven and you naturally help people for a living, first of all, if you're a parent, you're helping people. But if you have a career where you're helping people, you're going to find that it is so easy to get wrapped up in losing yourself. It is so easy to pour into others more than you pour into yourself. And I will tell you, I know this because I am a hairdresser and I love helping people. I love when they come into my chair and I doll them all up and I do their hair and I give them a nice little massage and I'm transferring my energy to them, okay? I am that vessel to help my client have an amazing experience and feel good. And when I'm done with my service and I top off their style or their cut or their color, and I see them smile, I love that, right? We as humans love connection, but when you're in an industry where you're helping people, whether it be through caregiving, a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, you're constantly pouring into others. So I want you to learn how to pour into yourself, okay? So this is going to be about you. This journey is going to be about pouring into yourself and honoring the fact that you're learning to give yourself permission to know that it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Because you're gonna have moments when life gets in the way, your kids get sick, your dogs are out of control, you and your husband or your wife are not on the best terms, and your house is just absolutely a mess all the time. Bills have to get paid, you know, things are keeping you up at night. You're just so caught up in life. And we are in a society where we're bombarded with so much distraction, okay? So give yourself permission to know that you don't have to be perfect. This is a never-ending journey, and the beauty of it is that you're just going to get stronger and stronger, and your confidence is going to grow, right? Your confidence is going to grow throughout this journey if you just stick to it, okay? And by stick to it, I mean knowing that you don't have to be perfect, that you're gonna fall, that you're going to feel like you're failing sometimes, or that results aren't happening fast enough. But you have to know that with every action and every habit in our lives, what happens is they're either going to be good for you or they're going to be bad for you. If you do something long enough, it's going to turn into a habit, and that habit can be good for you or it can be bad for you. It's going to compound either way. It's the same thing as saving money, okay? If you're making money at your job and you're not saving it, obviously you're not, in the future, you're not really setting yourself up for success, for saving some money. Same thing goes for if you end up saving your money, you end up compounding that. Same thing. Good, bad. With your health and wellness, if you just make it an effort to improve 1% better. And what can you improve on? I'm going to share these simple things with you, so stick with me here, okay? By the way, comment below and let me know that you can totally relate, because I'm talking to the people who are really just trying to live their life and live a healthier lifestyle, who don't care about having a picture perfect body or having that six-pack abs. I'm talking to a struggling 25 to 50-year-old woman or male who are just trying to get ahead and provide and be the best versions of themselves, okay? That's who I'm talking to right now. But, you just have to know that your habits, they can be learned. And if you understand the fact that you don't have to be perfect at this, but every small action does matter. And in the long run, it matters more than one day here, 2 days here, a week here and there where you fall off, okay? So I'm just saying, if you're going out to eat with your family and you decide to have that cheeseburger and that french fry and you're like, yeah, I want it, okay. Well, what's going to happen is that one meal is not going to affect you, right? But if you're having that one meal day in and day out, or every week, 2 times a week, well, what's going to happen? It's not going to be the best for you if your goal is to lose weight, right? So just think about it that way. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't try to be perfect. And if you fall, learn to just honor the struggle. Embrace the suck, my friend, because we all have areas in our life where we need to work on. Nobody's perfect. If you're seeing somebody who's getting all of these massive results right away, well, you need to ask yourself, first of all, 1, you're not them. 2, ask yourself if you can see yourself doing that. 3, you have to know that if you want sustainable results and true change doesn't happen that fast. I'm sorry. It doesn't. And I can say that because I know what this journey is all about. I coach women one-on-one, and I'm just super passionate about learning and becoming more knowledgeable. And through all of the studies that I've done, all of the conversations I've done, if you want true sustainable change, you have to be willing to work for it. You have to be willing to give it time and just honor the struggle, okay? 1% better each day will compound into massive, extraordinary results, my friend, all right? So number 3, because I talked a little bit about perfection and I also talked about distractions. Number 3, we're just going to be super blunt right here. I want you to focus on the small wins, all right? Small wins. What does that mean? Well, maybe you struggle with water. Maybe you struggle with eating out. Maybe you struggle with planning. Maybe you struggle with mindset. You can get yourself super duper overwhelmed and you're like, I can't do this. This is too hard. What can you do to change the systems in your life? And I'm talking your routine. What can you do to start making small changes? Well, I'll tell you a few. Maybe if you struggle with water, which I know I do, I always have a water bottle with me. Next to my bed, go to bed, make sure you fill it up. So you're reminding yourself, you're reminding your subconscious that before you have your coffee in the morning or your tea or whatever you have for breakfast, before you do that, you're going to drink up, okay? You're going to take your water bottle with you. Obviously, you're going to, if you don't know this yet, but you should be aiming to drink half your body weight in ounces. 1. 2, you should be drinking more water than anything else. And if you don't like the taste of water and you want some recipes, I do have a guide that I can send to you. Okay, so be sure to just comment below and I'll send that to you. But it's just some tasty water recipes. But, you know, it takes time. Okay, if you're somebody who doesn't drink a lot of water, but you know that your skin is dry or you're feeling hungry all the time, a lot of times we're not hungry. It's just dehydration, right? So 2, I want you to just focus on moving at least for 30 minutes a day. That's really not hard. You don't have to do a strenuous exercise. You don't have to go to the gym for an hour every day or an hour and a half. You don't have to be on your treadmill for an hour. You just have to do something to get your body moving, okay? It can be going for a walk. It could be working out at home, doing something at home. I work out at home. I use Beachbody On Demand, and it's like a Netflix of fitness. So there's plenty of options. You can do cardio, strength training, low impact, high impact, dance. There's just a ton of options right there. And I like that I can do it in the comfort of my home. And I'm somebody who never liked to work out at home, but now I do, and it's the best thing ever. Don't get me wrong, I like to go take it to my backyard too, because I can use it on my laptop or, you know, anywhere I go when I travel with Wi-Fi. So that's pretty cool. But there's options for everybody. And if you're the type of person that I used to be, where I said I have to work out in a group setting, I have to go to the gym, then make sure you go. Because if you're not going, then you need to make sure that you make your life easier by putting it here so that you can remind yourself, all right? So just pay attention to your excuses. Become aware, and that's where I'm going. My next step is to practice awareness. And the best thing that you can do to practice awareness for yourself is to check in with yourself more. Check in with yourself and really ask yourself how you're doing. How many of you actually do that? We're so worried about other people and our priorities. Are you actually prioritizing yourself? All right? And this is how I do it. I typically have a notebook with me. It's my gratitude journal. And in the morning time, I will literally write down what I'm grateful for each day. And that really helps me start my day in a state of awareness and gratitude, because I truly believe that in order to calm our minds, it starts with just a little bit of quiet time for yourself, right? And if you're not used to waking up 20 minutes earlier than you normally do, try it. It is so amazing. Sure, it's hard, but once you're up, that time for you, oh my gosh, you guys, it's life-changing. Just sitting down and gathering your thoughts, doing a little morning meditation. There's apps like Headspace. There's YouTube where you can do like a 5-minute meditation, or you can just put on some classical music or some yoga music and close your eyes and really just breathe. Just keep breathing. And that will just calm your thoughts. It helps your mind instead of just waking up and rushing to get ready for work. Waking up, listening to the alarm, getting up. Oh my gosh, we're running late. Hurry up, get ready. Mommy's got to make breakfast. Okay, let's go out the door. Hurry up, put your shoes on. Put your shoes on. Really, that's my life. So, you know, when you wake up and you give yourself that time, you can just build off of that, guys. Build off of those 10, 15 minutes and write down what are you grateful for. And going from that to getting ready for your day is just so empowering. I mean, you can start listening to some motivational people after that. It'll just get you super pumped. Or you can work out. You get even more pumped, right? But it starts with those small little shifts. But if you can do anything in the morning, it would be become more aware of how you're feeling, to set the intentions for how you want to start your day, think about why you're grateful, and just leaving like that is going to do wonders for you, okay? And especially before nighttime. So I've been starting my morning routine at night, and I'm really into high performance. I'm really into habits. I'm super into personal growth. And I started implementing this where I start my morning routine at night, where I will literally write down what I have to do the next day in my journal. And I just, again, think about what I'm grateful for. Did I live my life today? Did I love my family? Are my kids going to bed knowing that mommy did the best she could today? Or, how would I rate myself? And when you can get to that level consistently, you're going to start feeling really good, all right? And then you add in 30 minutes of exercise. Imagine the changes you can make just in your daily life. And this isn't about getting skinny. This isn't about being perfect. This is about embracing it, embracing the journey and becoming a better version of yourself. The last tip I'm going to leave for you today, my friend, is accountability, all right? Accountability is key. If you don't have a therapist, get one. You're not dumb. You're not crazy. Everybody needs a therapist. A therapist needs a therapist or a life coach. Or what you can do is join an accountability group, or you can do both, right? I know for me, something that I learned recently is I am such an entrepreneur at heart. My mind never stops. I work for myself. I love creating projects. I love business, marketing, everything. And I need that accountability for myself with masterminds, right? So I recently started joining masterminds where I'm focused on setting goals and actually taking action and checking in with my people. And these people are people like me. And there's people like me in the world, which is awesome. So if you're feeling lonely and you're feeling just defeated, or you need that community, that support, there's something for everybody. I offer online health and wellness accountability groups. They've changed my life. I joined my first one when my son was 3 years old. After three months, I was like, I love this. And my coach was like, you could totally do this. I said, me? I don't coach. No, I can barely hold myself accountable. She goes, this is how you keep yourself accountable. You set up these small little groups and let me show you how to do it. It's very simple. I don't have time. She's like, let me show you how you can make the time. It's about time management. It's about planning. And I'm like, okay, I went in. I'm the type of person that jumps into things without thinking about them. If you're like me, it's okay. But I jump in and I learn as I go. And I'm just such a go-getter, so I went for it, and it's been life-changing. And not only have I changed my life, but I've been helping other women change their life just by sharing things like this, by checking in with the group, by sharing health and wellness tips, recipes, mindset hacks, and just doing the thing together, right? We're really committing to being better versions of ourselves. And I help connect people with their health and fitness program, which is going to be best for them. So it's all about figuring out what you need in your life. Maybe you only have 20 minutes to work out. There's something for everybody. And then the nutrition programs are even better because it's simple. It's clean eating basics. And the meal plans anybody can do, and they're simple, and you can still eat things you love, right? So imagine just implementing those small changes and compounding it over time. You will start to become an even better version of yourself. So, I'm just going to leave you with that. And I hope that these tips added a little value to you. And if they did, please share this video. Share this video with somebody that might need to hear this, because I know I did. I know that I have messages that I want to get out there, and I want to really connect with that other female who feels the way I felt. And it's not always easy. It's not easy balancing motherhood, raising kids, especially kids with disabilities, and juggling extracurricular activities and marriage and your household. It's not easy, but balance, it sucks. There's no such thing as balance, my friend. Don't think that you need to be perfect at everything you do. Give yourself permission to suck a little bit, but give yourself permission to put yourself at the top of your priority list, because I will tell you, when you go throughout the day and you're feeling depleted, and then you get home and you're like, I'm gonna work out tonight, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and you don't do it, then you gotta do something to shift it, because you're not on the right path. That path right there is just gonna keep going, and it's going to compound into one day you're going to wake up and something happens in your life, and you're going to have a wake-up call, and your doctor says you need to lose weight because you've had this medical condition, or you got to cut this out because you have this medical condition. That's typically what happens to people. They have that aha moment where they wake up and then they're like, now or never. But when you can start making these little shifts in the systems in your daily routine and just start feeling really good, you're going to see your life change exponentially, my friend. All right. So for some more tips or, just recipes, go to my blog, thefithairdresser.com. and I share a ton of stuff in there. Get yourself on my email list. I'm really good at sending weekly emails and tips to my people. And subscribe to my channel. All right. I will talk to you guys later, and I'll leave you with that. Have a good one.